Good morning, dear students. Today I am going to teach you poem of English literature. I am your English teacher, Miss Rita Yadav. The poem which I am going to teach today is Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead by Alfred Tennyson. Now, before I start with the poem, I would like to give a little introduction about the poet. Alfred Tennyson, born on 1809 and died in 1892. He was a poet laureate of the United Kingdom and remains one of the most popular poets in English language. Tennyson excelled at penning short lyrics such as The Charges of the Light Brigade. Some of his poems like Ulysses and the Lotus Eater are based on mythological theme also. The Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead. First I am going to read the complete poem for you. So students, pay attention to the poem. Home they brought her warrior dead. She nor snoozed nor uttered cry. All her maidens watching said, She must weep or she will die. Then they praised him soft and low, called him worthy to be loved, trusted friend and noblest foe. Yet she neither spoke nor moved. Stole a maiden from her place, lightly to the warrior stepped, took the face cloth from the face. Yet she neither moved nor wept. Rose a nurse of 90 years, sat his child upon her knees. Like a summer tempest came her tears. Sweet my child, I live for thee. Okay, once again I am going to read stanza and I am going to give the explanation of stanzas. Okay, first stanza. Home they brought her warrior dead. Warrior dead means soldier's dead body. She nor snoozed means fainted, nor uttered cry. Cry means to shout and cry, taking out the panic and all. All her maiden watched said, She must weep or she will die. And in the second stanza, then they praised him soft and low, called him worthy to be loved, trusted friend and noblest foe, means enemy, yet she neither spoke nor moved. Now I am going to give you explanation of stanza 1 and stanza 2. Okay, stanza 1. The speaker described the reaction of the woman when her dead husband was brought back to her. Her grief is so overwhelming that she cannot even cry. She didn't faint or snooze or make even a noise. Her friends watched her and they became worried about her because she seemed not to grieve properly. They thought she might die if she did not weep as she should. They believed that if this woman did not grieve, the pain she refused to let out would eventually kill her. Now, second stanza. In the second stanza, what is the second stanza is saying? That people around the dead man praised him, talk about good he did. They called him worthy to be loved and they called him true and noble. Yet as the people around her grieved and spoke memories, the wife of the dead man could not speak nor move. She remained still. No one knew that what was going in her mind, but she seemed to be in a state of shock. No amount of reminiscence seems to bring tears to the widow's eyes. Okay, now we move to stanza number 3. I'm going to read stanza 3 and 4 for you, then after that explanation. Okay. Stole means moved quickly, a maiden from her place. Lightly to the warrior's tipped, took the face cloth from the face, yet she neither moved nor wept. In stanza 4, rose a woman of 90 years, sat his child upon her knee. Like a summer tempest came her tears. Sweet my child, I live for thee. I am going to give explanation. What is stanza 3 saying? Stanza 3 is saying, as the woman still refused to grieve, one of the young women present walked up to the dead man, removed the cloth that was covering his face. A young woman shows her the face of her late husband, hoping that this will help the woman to break out of her state or shock and be able to grieve properly. But nothing happened. Okay, now we move to fourth stanza. The speaker finally reveals to the reader the reason for the woman's silence. She was not being in shock or disbelief like the people around her thought. Rather, she been paralyzed with fear. She did not think about her own pain at losing her husband. Rather, she thought of the poor child. It was not until she saw the child's nurse sit the child upon her knee that she burst forth in uncontrollable tears that comes like a summer tempest. She cried out, "Sweet my child, I live for thee." This is how the poem was all about. The lady cried when she saw her child. Now, what is summary? In short, I'll be telling you the summary. Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead by Lord Alfred Tennyson. This poem is a story of a woman who lost her husband in battle. For the first few stanzas, the woman is seen only as a woman who had lost her husband. However, the last stanza reveals that she is not only a widow but also a mother. And when she realized that she is a mother, that time the tears burst out. Actually, she was paralyzed with the fear what would be the future of her child. Now we move to the question answers section. How did the lady react when the warrior was brought home dead? The lady didn't speak, move or weep. She was in a deep shock. Question number 2. How did the maidens praise the dead warrior? How did the lady react to the praise? Answer 2. The maiden praised the dead warrior by calling him worthy of being loved, trusted friend and noblest foe. The lady neither spoke nor moved and did not react at all. Question number 3. Why did the maiden uncover the face of the dead warrior? The maiden uncovered the face of the dead warrior because they thought that seeing the face of her dead husband would overwhelm the lady and make her weep. Question number 4. What made the lady vent her sorrow in tears? They sight her child upon her knee made the lady vent her sorrow in tears. Okay, now we move to reference to context. Home they brought the warrior dead. She nor snoozed nor uttered cry. All her maiden watching said, "She must weep or she will die." Related to this stanza, 3 questions are there. First question, what information is given about the dead person? The information about the dead person was that he was a brave soldier. Question 2, why did the lady remain unmoved? The lady remained unmoved because she was in the state of shock. Number C is, why was it important for the lady to cry? because all her maiden believed that her grief would kill her if it remained stived in her heart and was not vented out. Okay, now second one is Rose, a nurse of 90 years, sat his child upon her knee. Related to these above line, two questions are there. What is the significance of the age of the nurse? The age of the nurse convey her wisdom and experience. Okay, question number 2. What was the effect of setting the child upon the lady's knee? The effect of setting the child upon the lady's knee as that she began weeping uncontrollably. Now, number 3. Took the face cloth from the face, yet she neither moved nor wept. Based on this, 4 questions are there. Okay, first question is, who took the face cloth off? Answer is, a maiden took the face cloth off. Number 2, from whom face the cloth was taken off? Answer, the cloth was taken off from the face of the dead warrior. Answer, question number 3, what was the purpose of taking the cloth off? Answer 3, the purpose was to make the widow cry so that she would vent out her grief. Now question number D. What was the result of this reaction? The woman neither moved nor wept. She remained motionless in a shock and frozen state. Okay, now we move to rhyming scheme. Write down the rhyming scheme of the poem. So, how can you judge out? You have to see the poem and last word of the complete one stanza, second stanza, third stanza. You see, you will come to know. AB is the rhyming scheme of the poem. Whom they brought her warrior dead. Okay, now what is your homework? You have to read and understand the poem, its summary, then explanation, then about the poet. Then what you need to write and learn? Word meaning, question answers, reference to context in your fair copy. Don't forget to write in a fair copy. You have to maintain your fair copy. Okay children, this was all about this poem. I hope you have understood. Goodbye, good luck. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.